probably cruising Capitol Hill, is the Pike Place Market. It's about halfway up the view on your right side. That twinkly silver fence, that's part of the market there. Now, if you only went to the street side, well, there are 5 more levels of that market built into the hillside. You end up having shops that maybe do furniture. There will be souvenirs, there'll be paintings, artists, all kinds of stuff. And then, of course, the food, the produce. One of my favorite places is the French bakery La Panier, as well as there's a Greek shop up there as well. It is fantastic. Just a fun little, Space Needle. You're buying from a Seattle local, so you're helping support the local economy. Now, what's also fun about Pike Place is the second you leave it, you end up in this part of town called Belltown. It's almost just as much fun. There's a place called Screwdriver Bar, which is like a punk rock and roll bar. There's Just the Tap, which is a self-pour beer hall. Then closer to us, there's Anthony's Restaurant. Anthony's, that little building with the yellow pillars, is kind of our recommendation for the best bang for your buck for your seafood. Not too expensive, not the fish inside the hotel. They would leave it under the bed, they'd put it in the closet. Some guests would try and save the fish in the bath with some table salt, try and make salt water. Needless to say, that's not how you make salt water at all. So, housekeeping for about 20 years was complaining, whereas guests were telling them, oh, we love this. This is the greatest hotel ever. You're not allowed to fish anymore, and that's probably for better. Now, the last 2 piers here, this white one with the emerald windows is called Pier 69, home to our Port of Seattle. They help run our airports as well as our seaports as well. Now, do get your cameras ready. We're going to get our best photo opportunity there. The Space Needle, coming into view here, was built back in 1962. It has remained top of our hearts. It's our most well-known building around the city, probably around the country as well. The Needle is actually very sturdy. It might look like a gust of wind, or someone could just give it a little kick and it would fall. It has a lot of those sculptures dotted around different cities around the country. Also, our parks department has done a fantastic job ever since the 50s and the city close to this tall. As well as you're sweeping around into some pretty stunning views. So for the next 20 minutes or so, you're going to have Seattle on your left-hand side, and then the rest of the Puget Sound, as well as the Olympic Mountains on your right-hand side, as well as the sunshine on your right. Also, if you feel the wind kick up, make sure to hang on to your hats. We don't stop for hats. Have lost one out here. Now, a lot of people think when they arrive in Seattle and it's sunny, they think, well, what is this? Where's the gloom? Where's the rain? I want to go to a coffee shop and just cuddle up and be cozy. A little bit of overcast, not too bad. Now, as we cross the bay, we have quite a bit of traffic, potentially. There's like a ferry boat over there. What else do we have here? There's always something going on in the bay, so we might have to bob and weave a little bit. Now, as we get a little more towards the middle of the skyline here, but I did spy something cooler off your left-hand side. Look over to the left, everybody. Mount Rainier is out and about in all her glory. The massive mountain there. We make a big deal out of this. Mount Rainier is only visible for holes. Change your propeller. More commonly, and one of the best things you can do, scrub the boat. Get all those barnacles off. Get the algae off. Especially for passenger boats trying to be efficient, having too much gunk on your boat slows you down a lot. Your MPG will decrease. What's really cool right here, you can see those propellers on these 2 big ferry boats. Now, those boats are double-ended. Our boat we're on right now, we really just go forward the best. We can go reverse, but those boats can go full speed in big white and blue boats. Both of those are fueling boats. One of them is a boat, the other one is just a barge, as well as there are going to be a couple more barges up ahead of us as well, and some tugboats. So tugboats are basically like the ship. It's also the headquarters of the United States Coast Guard icebreakers. We always have one icebreaker in town, at least one, because she doesn't run anymore. Back in 1976, we launched 2 icebreakers, the Polar Sea and the Polar Star. The Polar Sea is here in Seattle. Should be just coming into view.